So, when's you figure the shipment's gonna start coming in again, Mo?
I don't know, Vince. Looks like the blackout ain't going away.
Don't look like it. So how are we gonna push our goods when there ain't no ships around?
Beats me, Vince. If I knew, I wouldn't be standing here freezing, staring at your mug all day.
Hey, Mo, look at that.
Hey, nice pajamas, kid.
Looks like this fella's on vacation from the slammer. Don't you reckon, Mo?
Sure does, Vince. Hey, kid, maybe you should slip into some new clothes, huh? I don't figure you're gonna last long in them stripes.
Yeah, that's my problem. You guys don't happen to have some clothes I could borrow?
Kid, you've come to the right place. It just so happens that I, Honest Mo, and my associate here, Trusty Vince, have a whole crate of clothes we'd love for you to purchase. Finest stuff, prime Mandan leather.
Yeah, real leather. Fancy pricey goods.
$500 and the crate is yours.
A whole crate of clothes?
We deal in bulk, all right? It's a steal, kid.
Yeah, $500, you get the whole crate.
I don't have any money. Maybe I could just borrow them, eh?
Listen, kid, we've got our own troubles, all right? This whole business with the lighthouse is killing us. We need some dough so we can get off the street. We're freezing our kneecaps off out here.
Hey, it's a crate full of Fatitos XXL, my favorite nacho brand. Can I have some?
These things are banned. We can't push them. Go ahead and grab a bag, kid. We're sick of them. Haven't eaten anything else for a week.
Wow, thanks! Oh boy, I remember these calorie bars from Kingsport Bay. They turned keto from slim to chubby in just one summer. It's an empty barrel.
It's not just an empty barrel, kid.
That's right, Mo. It's our empty barrel. We protect what's ours, okay?
So how's business?
It's a frozen dead beat, kid.
Ain't no work, ain't no heat.
Nothing we can do but stand here and freeze our fingers off. Aye. And wait for the shipments to start coming in again.
What you guys doing here?
We work the docks, kid. When the shipments come in, we load,
You ever seen
unload,
that?
bargain, swap, trade, fiddle, do to Jimmy, run the books, and then wait for the next shipment to come in. It's been a dead beat the past week, though.
Yeah, ain't no
I did,
ships
you got a
coming or
second to it.
going ever since the lighthouse stopped.
Oh, fine. Here.
About those clothes.
Yeah?
Just your heart
Can I
rate.
borrow them? I'll pay you once I get a hold of some money. Promise.
Sorry, kid. No cash, no clothes.
Kid, this ain't no
Seen that.
charity. It's too cold to be giving clothes away.
Maybe
We might
pound
need 'em.
3
Yeah, if we don't
arrhythmias.
get some heat soon, I'll be wearing the whole damn crate.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a lady who arrived in port this night.
Ah, you one of the fellas who came in on the Pico, ain't ya?
Yeah, I knew I'd seen that mug before. Man, you was fast getting busted, wasn't you? What happened to the lady?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Nice hats.
They're not just hats, kid. They're union membership hats. We had to pay off all sorts of fellas to get these.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
You guys have special union hats?
Sure, show up at the miss front without one and you're gonna go to bed on an empty stomach. It's a great big racket and we're at the bottom of it. The fellas who run the union, the cops, and the mob. They're all making a mint while we're down here busting our noodles.
You guys gotta fight the oppression. Fire bundle exploiters.
Hey, we'd squeal like a pair of stoolie rats on eel fumes if only there was someone to rat to. But there just ain't. The coppers are just as crooked as the union and the mob here in Port Archu. When they're all in bed with one another, there ain't much we little folk can do.
Ain't it the truth, Mo? The powers that be gotta crumble and fall before we'll see any change down here, kid.
Tell me if you can hear it in a second.
So who's calling the shots?
Oh, it's a bleeding mess, ain't it, Vince?
It's all spaghetti, Mo. The union's run by the mob, and the mob's fed by the people on top.
Yeah, and the chief of police and the mayor want to pretend they're top brass.
But there's no fooling us. We ain't no palookas.
They're controlled by hotshots from topside, just like anyone else important here in Port Archu.
I gotta go.
Alright, let's see. I'm sure the chips are going to be good for that bird. I don't know what I need the bird for, but... Walk a little bit away.
Probably want a nacho?
Oh, it's a plunger. That looked like something else.
Oh, gross! It's an old plunger! I'll stick it in my pants.
That's great. There's a little hook on it.
I don't... That won't help me.
Break.
It's a whole bunch of newspapers.
Gonna read them?
Man, that... I'm not going to start knocking on around. I'm pretty sure the jail is over that way. I'm not going any closer. I don't... Man, that's not...
I want to set the newspaper on fire, but where do I want to create the fire?
Annie's. It's the name of the...
Arnie's Refinement Co. 634187.
No one's answering.
Four.
No one's answering.
Need more info.
Man, that... That's why I need some... Hey, the whole facade looks like one of those funny storybook animals. Elephants, I think they're called.
Elephants. Anything in here about elephants? Nope.
It's empty.
Oh, I know I can get 'em warm.
Hey, find your own trash can.
Yeah, this one's our favorite. You gotta respect that.
Let's fire this up.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Hey, that ain't so dumb.
Oh gosh, that feels good. I can feel my fingers again.
Ah, nice going, kid.
No problemo.
Hey, Mo, how come we never thought of that?
How's it going, fellas?
Doing great now with the fire. Thanks, kid.
About those clothes.
Yeah?
Please, can I borrow some clothes?
What do you say, Mo? The guy helped us with the fire.
Sure, kid. We owe you one. See that big pile of crates? It's in there somewhere. A small wooden one.
Well, would you look at that?
Looking sharp, kid. Looks like you're ready for the town.
Thanks, fellas.
Forget about it.
We people getting in trouble with the law, we gotta stick together, you hear?
There we go. Now I can go places. Let's go check. Light test out.
Hello?
Cripes! Who's there? Are you here to deliver the repairs?
Sure, I got this stuff right here, man.
Oh, hot diggity! I can't wait to get Old Faithful spinning again. Hey, let's get to it.
All right. Get to what exactly?
Why, to repair the lighthouse, of course. The old lantern is broken and the doohickeys and the whatchamacallits are a mess.
I got a pickaxe if that helps.
What? So the spare part still hasn't arrived. Bollards! I've been expecting that shipment for more than a week now. Morton's my name. I'm the lighthouse keeper.
The name's Buana. I'm new in town.
Ain't no mistaking that. Always glad to have visitors. Make yourself right at home, son.
It's a teapot.
I like to keep the kettle warm in case of visitors. It's me own eel bladder brew. Fancy a cup? It'll put some hair on your toes, it will.
Maybe later. Hey, it's a little miniature ship. How did you build all those tiny little details?
Oh, that was easy. Rounding up the crew was the hard part. That there is a model of the old Mistraker.
The Mistraker?
'Tis an old sailor's tale. The legend of the old Mistraker. She was a proud vessel, could bend the mightiest eels to her will. The captain of the ship was as mad as they come. He was out to catch the biggest eels of them all, the Hungries.
What happened to it?
The Hungries tore the crew to shreds and left nothing but a ghost ship drifting in the fog. Legend has it if you lay your eyes on the Mistraker, don't let her out of your sights. Moment you turn your back on her, she'll be gone. Your life with it. And their model is supposed to bring me luck, but it sure hasn't paid off so far. You can have it if you want it. It will make a nice souvenir.
Wow, really? Coolness. Nothing but darkness out there.
Aye, it gets a real bore, doesn't it? One day, I dream I'll lay my eyes on a real beauty out there. But for now, I guess darkness and the odd trawler is going to have to do.
It's a pair of bolt cutters. I bet I could have a lot of fun with those.
Go ahead and grab 'em, son. They're useless to me. My toenails are big, but not that big.
Thanks, man. Nice place you got here.
Thanks, son. I try to keep her tidy. So what can I do for you?
What happened to the lighthouse?
10 nights ago, there was a terrible, fierce thunderstorm, and it hit Port Artoo with full force. I had to ward off flying roof tiles as I nailed the shutters to the windowsill. Trust me, son, I've seen storms that'd make your bones cringe and your heart cry. But this storm, me, son, I've seen something else. Then, suddenly, a flying vessel appeared from out of the storm, and it made straight for the lighthouse. Even in the wind and darkness, there was no mistaking that airship. It was the Sisulus.
The Sisulus?
Aye. Before I knew it, the whole crew was inside the lighthouse wreaking havoc. They smashed the lantern up at the top of the tower and ripped out machine parts from the guts of the service room down here. Brought me to tears seeing Old Faithful battered and broken like that.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Buana. This old lighthouse is the closest to a family that I've got.
Poor old
Anyhow,
man.
Old Faithful has been dark and still ever since.
Need any help?
I've got to get these gears and thingamadoodles in order somehow. If only I had my old blueprints here, this would be a piece of crackers. This here Port Artoo lighthouse is of a very special breed, you see. Specifically built for the harsh conditions of the never-ending mist. There has got to be information about it somewhere, but I'll be doodled if I know where to find it.
I'm looking for a lady who arrived in Port Artoo tonight.
A lady? I don't get many lady visitors up here, I'm afraid. To tell you the truth, I don't get many visitors at all.
So what's the lighthouse good for anyways?
Why, all of Port Artoo depends on it. It's a proud job I've got. Misting would be impossible without it. And without misting, Port Artoo is as doomed as an eel on the cutting board. Misting isn't all that it's good for either. Most trading we do with St. Armando is done by mist as well, through the locks at Pango Kubwa. They'd never find their way back without the lighthouse.
What's Pango Kubwa?
That's where the locks are, for traversing up and down from St. Armando. Anything that goes between the two has to cross Pango Kubwa. Unless you fly, of course. But nobody's that mad. Of course, we used to have the trains as well. But the powers that be keep shutting them down for reasons best unasked about. The ships are just about a person's only hope to get in and out of Port Artoo these days. Without them, we'd be trapped like pewds in a bucket.
What's up with the train?
Oh, they're off limits to the public now, son. Only high government officials use them these days. Why they're requiring enforcing all these regulations and blocking everything off is a mystery to me, son. I figure the less I know about it, the better.
What's being blocked off?
Well, it's the dangles now, but Port Artoo used to be an open port. People were coming and going as they pleased, by ship, plane, and train. Back then, you didn't need permits to travel up and down. A fellow was free to go exploring all they liked. It's like they're trying to hide something, don't you reckon?
Okay, see you later.
So he needs
Thanks for the
blueprints.
Feel free to stay around for a while and warm yourself from the fire. It's no use, Buana. We'll need to find me old blueprints to get the machine.
Four, 6, 9. Jazz.
I've got them. They're here on Main Street at Loco Lonnie's Used Mattress Kingdom. Go over here now and grab them while they're still here. What are you waiting for? Go get them now while the offer stands. It's a bargain.
Advertisement. More dancey jazz. Slow jazz. Okay, so radio to play with.
Man, this reel is all rusty. It needs to be greased up if it's ever gonna work again. Man, this lamp is smart. I gotta find a replacement.
And a replacement lamp as well. Got it. I'm not sure why I'm doing this, but it's obvious it needs to be done. I got rid of those lights.
Hey, funky place. Can I come inside?
You inside Club Timber? I don't think so, kid.
Timber.
What's so special about Club Timber?
Club Timber is the classiest night spot in the whole city. We've got all of Port Arthur's stars, champagne, and gold hold up in here. And if you think I'm letting your raggedy ass inside, you're thicker than you look.
Can I use your telephone, please?
Get your own damn phone. This one is for Club Timber management only.
Your lamp looks kinda busted.
And what part of that is any of your business?
Maybe I can help. I'm a lamp repair expert.
I ain't heard nothing about no repairman. Now beat it.
Later.
Okay, it's a timber. Let's go find timber. And of course, on the missing pages. Okay. See, she'll answer the door now that I'm dressed.
The door's locked and shit. I guess I did.
I can go in here now.
That's just nonsense, Joe. I don't drink to escape my problems. I escape my problems to go drinking. Right, Gimbo?
Aye, Captain. Whatever you say.
What's up, sailors?
Hey! Good to see you again. Aye. We thought Barlow had you locked up for good, Buana.
Ha! Fat chance. This Rasta
That
is
phony
way
spear.
too clever for Babylon oppressors. How you guys doing?
Feels good having solid ground under one's feet again. I can tell you that.
Amen to that, mate. Oh, the mist scares the life out of me.
Ah, I've seen jellyfish with more backbone than you lot.
I'm looking for Lena. Have you seen her?
She your special lady? Well, Buana, I hate to break it to you, man, but it seems like she and Police Chief Barlow have got something special going on.
What you talking about?
I saw them both strolling to that big posh place on Main Street, Club Timber. She was clinging to him like she was hot-struck, walking on sunshine. Sounds to me like you've been played for a fool, son.
But
Are you fellas talking about that tall, good-looking lady from out of town who's just strolling down Main Street? If you don't mind me saying so, she's out of your league, sir. Besides, if she's clinging to Barlow, you're better off without her.
That's the truth. You try and take something away from Barlow, Barlow takes something away from you in a very bad way.
I'm not afraid of no police. I could shake them off once. I can shake them off again. I got to get into Club Timber. What you guys know about Club Timber?
You really want to get in there, huh? well, you're gonna have a hard time. You need to be filthy rich and well connected to get access to that joint. It's not for the people. That place is for the corrupt fat cats and untouchable high society. I'm pretty sure you can forget getting in there, Buana. You're a good man, Buana. Your place is down with the decent folk.
Tell me more about Police Chief Barlow.
He's been in charge around here for about 20 years. Can't say I've got anything personal against him, but like all people with power, he tends to misuse it. He likes to crack down real hard on people he doesn't agree with. And he's certainly up to a whole lot more than just policing the city. Yes, I'm willing to bet he's tangled up in all sorts of shady doings. Police Chief Barlow is just as corrupt as the rest of the cream of the crop. I swear it. Not a single honest man holds a seat of power in this god-forsaken town. And the weight of the burden always lies on us misters.
Nice joint, this.
You kidding me? This place is the cesspool at the end of the sewer. We all flow along the gutters of these streets, drip and drizzle in our own directions. But in the end, like the soggy pieces of street trash that we are, we end up here. Wet, cold, torn apart, and stepped upon, face down in the mud.
Man, that was beautiful. We should have that engraved and put on the wall.
Tell me about misters.
We're the little folks. We're the ones who actually do the real work around here. We're just simple folk caught in the crossfire. We come here to get out of the rain and drink ourselves piss drunk before we head out. Come back, and then do it all over again. Misters are the kind of people that wind up in a dump like this. People with money don't come here. People with connections don't come here. We're small people. To the big shots in town, we're worth less than the blood-stained dirt under their boots. Bunch of corrupt hoodlums. That's what they are.
So when you guys heading back out?
Well, we can't right now. Or we probably would.
Yeah, I'm okay. That was my husband coughing.
Stuck in port. Frankly, I'm not really in a hurry to get back out there.
And now he's like blushing over there because you guys heard him.
But a short break is well deserved. Ain't it, Gimbo?
It sure is. That lighthouse can stay broken for all I care.
Yeah, he's okay. He just has the flu right now.
The back teeth of catch an eel.
What happens to the eel?
Most of it's sold off to upbound ships. Some stays down here for refining.
Eep.
You can make all sorts of stuff out of eel. Steaks, liquor, plastics, medicines.
Oh, hold
They're
on.
pretty strange
Don't do
creatures, come to
that.
think of it.
Yes, he lives. He's fine.
You guys ever go to St. Armando?
Ah, no way. We haven't got the right permits. And even if we did, the Beco can't handle the locks. She runs too deep. I'd love to go someday, though. Get out of this bloody soup once and for all.
Yeah, sorry about that. Still gotta get used to all these bots and how they work and everything.
You got special ships going through there. Eel trawlers can't go through them. They just aren't built for it.
We're doomed to be stuck down here forever. Might as well just deal with it, I guess.
See you guys later. It's a floor drain.
Drain.
Yeah, I've got to comply with the Port Archu Hygiene Directive. This eel rinse is considered hazardous waste.
Hey, it's a picture of St. Armando.
Yeah, it's an old, outdated almanac. People like to dream themselves away with pretty pictures, you know? It's been hanging there forever. You can have it if you want.
Thanks, man. I love free stuff. It's an almanac with pictures from St. Armando. Man, these pictures really glorify the place. No time to be hanging around in the bar now. I've got to rescue Lena. Hey, man! You have an elevator for tiny people.
Well, you could say it's a tiny elevator, but it's not for people. It's a food shack.
How do you make it, actually? produce food?
I don't. This bar serves liquid nutrition only. The shaft transports food from the kitchen downstairs to wherever it needs to go.
Hey, can I play with the radio?
Yeah, go ahead and change the station all you like. You know that there's an old Army Broadway radio. It can pick up all sorts of things. It's pretty good to have in handy when the coppers are around doing raids and such.
Alright, so alright, so it looks like everything is pretty blank. 97 is what I'm setting it to.
Well, if it ain't a new guy in town, welcome to our fine establishment, where the drinks are divine and the clientele are a slice of heaven itself.
Flattering, Arnie. Very flattering.
Now, what can I get you, sir? I hope you're not looking for earrings. I'm all out. You've got my word, however. The moment the lighthouse starts again, I'll be out through that door in a split second to secure a couple of crates when the shipments start coming in.
Any idea how I could get into Club Timber?
Listen, sir. All I do is pour them their drinks. I don't ever go up there.
You pour their drinks.
What do you think this here service shaft is for? They keep sending me orders, and I keep sending up drinks. Club Timber sits right on top of this joint. Now, I don't service all of Club Timber, mind you. Just the VIP lounge up top. I'm not proud to be part of their business. But a man's gotta make a living, no?
So the service shaft leads right up to the VIP room.
Uh-huh. Bingo.
What you know about Barlow?
Ah, Barlow. I hear a lot of talk about him on both sides of the fence. A bartender gets to hear all sides of the story, you know? The law weighs down on that man more than most people think. He has made a lot of enemies in this town, I know that much. I'm used to hearing a lot about people's woes. I can tell you, many of those woes are about run-ins with the law. And the law in this town is Barlow.
Busy night?
Afraid not, sir. Business has been real slow ever since the lighthouse went out. Yeah, these fellas are the first customers I've had all day. Whole city's gone to a standstill with no misters in port. These parts of the city used to be a good racket this hour. It's a real drag seeing it all dead like this.
What you got on tap?
Right now, I'm down at the lower end of nothing. Taps and shelves are all sucked clean. I normally carry the full range of Mister's poisons here, except mist fumes, of course. But without the shipments coming in, I've got nothing.
What are mist fumes?
That's some bad stuff, sir. It's a byproduct. Comes out of the destilling the buildings. I tell you, you get all sorts of whack-ball effects taking that stuff. We call it fume heads, them fellas who suck it down. Used to be a much bigger problem, though. Barlow cleaned up the worst of the fume head trash when he came into power.
I want eel rinse.
I'm sorry, sir. I've gone dry during the big blackout. Shipments aren't coming in the way it's supposed to, not the lighthouse is out. But once it starts working again, I'll run off and buy a whole new crate of it. You have my word, sir.
I got to hit the streets.
Give 'em hell, sir.
Okay.
I don't think...
I think so.
I don't need to cut... Man, that...
Gotta be something that I can call. Ironworks, maybe. Five, 12, 120.
No one's answering.
Yes.
I'm pretty. It's a move. It looks like it's. Maybe it opened. How's it going?
Doing great.
What you know about Barlow?
Hey, you made some good friends in port already, eh, kid?
Yeah, he gave me a nice big hug on arrival.
That Barlow's a real tough one, ain't he, Vince?
Yeah, he's been cracking down hard on anyone who wants to hold on to what's theirs. Any poor sap who tries to meddle with his affairs winds up with good old Port Archue lead poisoning. Working the docks used to be duck soup before he turned up, but now he's got dogs biting us in every corner. Was difficult enough back when only the Union and the mobs wanted a slice. Now that the coppers are in on it too, it's tough times, kid.
What do you guys know about Club Denver?
Kemba, kid, that clip joint is as far out of our reach as the moon. We've been on the nut as far back as I can remember. You gotta spin some big cabbage to get in there.
Cabbage?
Money, kid. Forgive me for saying so, but you don't seem loaded enough for that joint.
I got to.
Where would I find blueprints? It's the book.
What you reading, Gimbo?
It's the captain's navigation book from the ship. The one about all the misting business and the lighthouse and all that. I found this picture of a lobster here.
Oh yeah, it had the
Bleeding
blueprints
hungry.
on it.
Oh, what I wouldn't do for some lobster stew right now.
You didn't get any food yet, man?
Nah, everything's closed this hour.
Oh, okay. Can I borrow the book?
Rack off, mate. It's my lobster.
Hey, look! I got a little toy boat.
That is the fabled ghost ship of Captain Mbima. Legend has it, she still roams the mist in an eternal battle with the mightiest eels, the Hungries. It's an old mister's wisdom that once your eye catches sight of that vessel, every second you gaze at it will double your riches. Makes me wish you was holding the real thing, Warner.
Hey, look!
I prefer ships and bottles. Anything worth keeping is worth keeping ever. Come to think of it, I prefer bottles without ships in them, so I can fill them with booze. Frankly, sir, I'm not much interested in that there ship of yours.
Oh yeah, that has some lobster in it.
I think we're onto something. It's just a couple of dried lumps of lobster.
Can you make this?
Man, that's... Hey, could you help me turn this into something edible?
Sorry, sir, but this ain't no...
The kitchen's to that door a bit outside.
I don't... It's locked. I don't think... I don't...
Plungers are used on drains. Wonder what I can
The
get.
drain is empty of yuck.
Yep, the floor is as clean as a hound's tooth. But come payday, oh Lord knows we need that drain. The misters are splashing booze and yuck all over the place. Yeah.
Aye, it's the circle of yuck, Buana. Eels to eel rinse, and misters to mist.
Did I set this to 97? It's a little bit below 95, all the way up to 99.6.
I've got them. They're here on Main Street at Local Lonnie's Used Mattress Kingdom. Go over here now and grab them while they're still here. What are you waiting? I've got them. They're here on Main Street at Local Lonnie's Used Mattress Kingdom. Go over here now and grab them while they're still here. What are you waiting for? Go get them now. I've got them. They're here on Main Street at Local Lonnie's Used Mattress Kingdom. Go over here now and grab them while they're still here. What are you waiting for? Go get them now while the offers stand. I've got them. They're here on Main Street. I've got them. They're here on Main Street at Local Lonnie's Used Mattress Kingdom. Go over here now. Grab them while they're still here. What are you waiting for? Go get them now while the offer stands. It's a bargain. I've got them. They're here on Main Street at...
That didn't do anything.
I've got them. They're here.
You liven up the place.
Yo!
What can
I got...
give 'em?
I'll probably figure that out afterwards.
Man. I...
What else is there to do?
Please let me in. It's a matter of life and death.
I wouldn't let your sorry ass in this club even if your life did depend on it. My job is to make sure street trash like you stay down in the gutters where you belong. And if you're gonna be dead in the gutters, now that just makes my job a lot easier. Now don't. Now scram before I flex, kid.
What to do, what to do.
It's a giant stone elephant. Man, that's not...
What am I missing?
Man, that... Hey guys, check...
Hey, Vince, check it out. It's the Mistbreaker.
I thought I'd never lay my eyes on her in all my life.
It's just a model, you brick.
Yeah, I knew that. Just a model. So I don't get to make a wish then, eh, Mo?
Only works with the real thing, Vince.
I knew that. You can't fool us, kid. We're sharp, you see.
How's it going?
Do it.
I got... I don't...
Oh, view.
Man, that...
Wow.
So, what's this ship all about anyway?
Oh, it's just a lucky charm, that. Silly old me was hoping it would bring fortune one day. I guess it ain't working. They say the sailor who lays eyes on that there ship out in the mist will swim in riches. That wee little replica hasn't made me a penny richer, however. I don't care much about models. I want to see the real thing, I do.
Okay. I need oil for that, though.
It's more like a broadcasting antenna. How's it?
Rather.
You know anything about Club Temba?
The Timber Club is where all the top players in the city go to mingle and share fancy cigars in the evenings. Mobsters, smugglers, coppers, bankers, and politicians. And they're all down there greasing their wallets. Club is down on Main Street, but don't get your hopes up, son. It's a members-only club, and you've got to push a lot of capital in this city to get invited.
What can you tell me about this Barlow guy?
Police Chief Barlow is the head of police here in Port Artoo. Has been for a long time. And the city crime rate has gone up every year since he took over the department.
Doesn't sound like a very good cop if you ask me.
Aye, the worst kind there is. Everyone in the city knows that he trades justice like a potter trades pots. And he's got a lot of powerful friends who like to keep it that way. They don't come much nastier than that. He's the one who got the whole department rotten with corruption.
Nice broadcaster you got up there.
Sure is, son. Got a little bit of an extra income spinning tunes and commercials from up there. Landed me a brand new used mattress from Lonnie's, it did. It's practically stain-free. I'd let you have a lie down, but it's still a little moist. This here lighthouse is pretty much the ideal radio tower. It can fill just about any frequency from up here. I've got the best broadcasting point in all of Port Artoo. Well, except the clock tower, of course. But that thing has been out of commission as far back as I can remember.
What's with the clock tower?
Oh, it's just kaput, and the mayor won't pay to fix it, that's all. I haven't heard those bells tolling for many, many years. Guess it isn't a top priority for the mayor to get it running again. He's too busy spending the city's money down on Main Street to have time with those kinds of things.
Tell me about the mayor.
Oh, he's just another corrupt cog in the machinery of big government. Just another one of the puppets being played by the folks up topside in St. Armando.
Okay.
All right.
Nice income.
Why, thanks. Belonged to an old lifeboat that saved me life once.
Cool. Were you shipwrecked?
Aye, a long, long time ago. I stared the hungries right in the eyes, I did. Scarred me for life. Haven't set my foot on board a trawler since.
One bowl of smoking hot lobster soup coming right up.
That works.
Voila. Hey, it actually smells pretty good.
There we go. That's what I was missing. Now give me the book.
Hey, look what Master Chef Juana cooked you.
Oh, golly, Buana. That smells delicious. Can I have it? Is it for me?
It's all yours, man. If I can borrow the book.
Oh, Ketten, can he have the book? Please? My life depends on it, I swear.
Go ahead, Water. We've got plenty more of those. I have a feeling you're going to need it.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Alright, back here. Book.
Hey, what do you make of this, man?
Well, son, I'll be a crimp in a casket. This is exactly what I need. Oh, golly, I almost had it right all along. I just need to swap the shifter with the main cog and switch on the doohickey over there, will ya? There! She's spinning! What a beaut she is! How I've missed that wonderful grinding sound. Warms my old bones, it does. Thanks, son. I owe you one. Now we're just missing the actual lantern, and then Old Faithful can get back in service. You can turn the machine off for now.
So that's one step.
Hey, more.
Wait.
Okay.
And now, how do I get the lamp?
Man, that's... I don't...
Something in here. Wish I knew what her name was.
The door's locked and she's not opening. I guess I didn't make a... Man,
Nothing I can use on that door.
I ain't climbing.
Is there anything else in here?
I don't need it. It says down, reclaim. It's a call for public action. I doubt anyone down here. Hey, say,
Hey, Buona.
see you. Yo,
What can I
I
give him hell?
man. Doesn't look. I don't. No time to. I've got. Annie's. It's the name of the bar.
Alright, this is in here. What is it? 634187. I think I did try to
No
call
one's
this. Lonnie's. Check that again. No Lonnie's.
That's Port Arthur's clock tower. It's probably the tallest building in all of Port Arthur. Nothing like the skyscrapers we got back home in Saint Armando. It's big. Looks like. The door to the. That door is weird. Man, that. I don't. I don't. How's it?
Nothing else to say.
Man,
So I figured